We are live. Give everybody a couple minutes to roll in. Ooh, I gotta fix that little tripod leg there. There we go. Might fix the angle. No, we're okay. Bam. Bueno. Okay. Let's get this all pulled up, shall we? Tomorrow we gonna stay tonight. Share. Twitter. Bam. Instagram. Well, let's get our focus on. There we go. Topics. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, we'll just do that. Give me 1 second, good folks. We're almost there. We're a little early anyway, so gives people a chance to roll in. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, rest in peace, Margot Kidder. Lois and Clark are gone, folks. Man. Focus. Bueno. Full screen, please. What's going on here? Whatever. It'll be fine. Bam. Okay. A little bit more, and then we'll get started. Let me get this queued up. Bam. Okay. First 2 minutes of this was basically me getting ready, but what can you do? Sometimes that's what happens, folks. It's all part of the process, you know? What? It takes everything, you know what I mean? Wouldn't it? We all like a little vacay. Hooligan squad. Of course we are. Troubles are all the same. Where everybody knows your name. God. Goodness gracious, folks. Okay, let's get this started. People roll in, they roll in. Life Lessons with Juvy. I'm your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at JuvyThaKid. Same name is on here. Can't get it confused. Also, very exciting. New merch store. Yeah, redbubble.com/people/JuvyThaKid. Link is in the description, as always. You want clocks? Get a clock. You want a metal sign that says Hooligan Squad? Get that. Ladies, you want a dress? You want some leggings? Go get you some. Go get you some. Redbubble.com/people/JuvyThaKid. Also tpublic/user/JuvyThaKid. Either way, links in description, as always. Let's get to the topics. Okay. Vagtus _ dealing with anxiety on your own or seeking professional help. Well, hold on. Let me pull something up. Pardon moi. Apologies. And also, in the States right now, it is actually Mental Health Awareness Month. So this is actually really cool that this came up. So, the definition of anxiety, for those that aren't familiar, a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. So basically, it's one of those things where it's like, we all experience this on some level. some people experience it more so when you're going for a new job or when you're trying something new in life. You don't know what you don't know if it's 100% certain that you're going to get this job or this certain thing that you're trying is going to work out. So you feel uneasy about it. You feel nervous going into it. Some people, it's, you know what I mean? That's kind of stage fright. It's kind of that, you could say that that's a form of like anxiety as well, because you're nervous and everything about like going on stage, and you're not sure how you, like your performance is going to be. It could also be a mix of talking in front of people though. Other people, it's the anxiety, actually it's kind of like life itself in a way. You don't know how other people are gonna like kind of react around you, and that makes you nervous. You're not sure like just where you're gonna go in life and sometimes, and that makes you like super uneasy. It could be any number of things. What I would say is, if you have the proper coping methods, like things that can actually help you deal with the anxiety and get over it, then that's good. Because honestly, okay, so like you can use music and you can use dance and like stuff like that, but sometimes event like, or even art, like if you draw or paint or anything, sometimes that, I don't know, that just doesn't work as well after a while. It actually helps if you do go seek professional help and you speak to a counselor about it, because it gives you a chance to verbalize how you're feeling. It gives you a chance to put in, like, really articulate your emotions and your thoughts while you're going through all of this. And this person isn't a family or a friend, so it's not that they're judging you. It's just that they know you really well. So I don't know. It's not like they have a wall up, but it's just sometimes it might be hard for them to hear you're going through a hard time, or they just, because they are so close to you, they feel like, they can just give advice to you, even though that might not be what you're looking for, at least like the type of advice that they give. So yeah, sometimes it is more beneficial to see a counselor and to get further help if you need it. And there's no shame in that, honestly. There is a bit of a stigma kind of attached to when people say, I go to a counselor, I speak to a counselor, or I go to a therapist, whatever. Those are actually good tools to have in life. Those are good resources to have in life. And if you have to use any of those, don't feel ashamed about it. Don't feel like now you're like, I don't know, you're this outcast or whatever in a way. You know what I mean? Sometimes even dealing with anxiety, if you don't have a way to really properly deal with it and like work through it or whatever, or even like the emotions that it brings you, eventually that all starts getting, it snowballs. You start lashing out at people, and it's not because of the anxiety, but it's because of the emotions, and it's the inner turmoil that's been just building up and building up. And if you notice a pattern where it's every couple of days or maybe every like couple of weeks or whatever, you're having these periods where you're exploding on people and you're lashing out and you end up having to apologize or whatever it is, then I would say, then I think it would be beneficial for someone like that to see a counselor. If I was like that, I've seen counselors throughout my life. I've seen many counselors. If I ever got to a point where honestly, just I felt I needed to go and talk to somebody, I would do it. And I'm not saying I would do it like all proudly and everything. There would be that part of me that feels weird about it and still like is like, man, like, why can't I just get it together? We all have those moments. But like I said, if you have the proper coping methods or whatever while you're going through anxiety or while you're dealing with it like on a regular basis, then the choice is really yours. If you're able to deal with it and get through the anxiety and everything on your own, then that's awesome. And if you have the opportunity to share your story with others or what you do, then definitely take that. Lloyd from Canada. Hey, buddy. 4-7-8 breathing technique. Yeah, breathing techniques are definitely a good one as well. Look up the 4-7-8 breathing technique. There's also the Wim Hof, Wim, HOF is his name. I've used that myself. It's a way to just kind of help take a breath in, just calm down, and you just center yourself. You know what I mean? If you're able to have those, tools in your life, and they do constantly work, because it's like with anything. Sometimes your outlet or sometimes your method over time, it becomes less effective. It's like when you're taking medicine or whatever. Sometimes that one specific one becomes less effective. Hamilfet, no notification this time. I'm pissed. It's all good, man. You're here. You're here. Hold on. Lloyd from Canada, we should do a simulcast about anxiety. I just had 11 weeks off with stress and had to deal with Xanax withdrawal. It was bad. Yeah, man, that's no bueno. Especially when, like, because if a lot of medicines or certain things that people might take for depression or anxiety, it definitely does. Your brain becomes addicted to those, so it does become like a withdrawal situation. So that sucks. But again, like I was saying, if you have those tools and everything, and they do continuously work, then that's awesome. And you should share your story and everything with others so they can try those. But if you notice that over time that those methods aren't working as well as they used to, there's no shame in seeking outside help. There's no shame in talking to a counselor, like I said, because family and friends, it's one of those things where they either don't like hearing that you're going through a hard time, or because they're so close to you, they just kind of feel like they can, just give you the advice and you'll be fine in a way. You know what I mean? If you go and seek counseling or a therapist, whatever it is, there's definitely no shame in that. And if that's what you feel is actually working better for you, because you're able to like verbalize it and kind of articulate and actually put words to like the thoughts and emotions you're going through, then that's awesome. And there's no shame in that. Don't feel like embarrassed or anything because you're speaking to a counselor. Tons of very successful people still speak to counselors and everything because it's a way to get away from other things and verbalize things in a private and safe place. There's no shame in it. But like I said, if you have the tools and it's working on your own, then that's awesome. But if you do feel like you should speak to somebody, definitely speak to somebody so you don't have these build-up cycles where it's every couple of days you end up exploding and fucking lashing out at everybody, and then you have this mess to clean up. You know what I mean? We all have those times, but if we can avoid those, then it's much better for ourselves and the people around us. Lloyd from Canada, masking the problem doesn't make it go away. No, it definitely doesn't. It's just, yeah. But I don't know, man. It's also one of those things. I'm not one of those, I can't sit there and be like, well, antidepressants shouldn't be taken or whatever like that. Because I don't know. It's just, I've seen the different methods that have worked for different people. And it's, you know what I mean? If that works for you and that's what's helping you get through life and what's keeping you calm and everything, then fucking kudos, man. Like, just do that. You know what I mean? Hamilfet. I gotta say, this is my release. I have to take anxiety meds because hold on. I have to take anxiety meds because it physically caused pain in my chest. Building helps and different creative outlets work. Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying kind of earlier, certain like outlets, whether it's creative or whatever, just sometimes you feel like it doesn't work as well. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying like it's you know what I mean? It's just it's literally these are the type of discussions where you can't just paint everything with the same brush. You know what I mean? Because everybody's different. So it's one of those things like I said, if your outlets feel like they're not working as well, try and find other ones or seek help if you need to, or talk to somebody. You know what I mean? And if you feel like the medication you're taking is actually helping you and everything, then awesome. Then do that. Just whatever gets you through your day and whatever lets you enjoy your time with your loved ones and your family, do that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, mental health illness or anxiety or depression, it's not one of these things we can just paint and be like, okay, this is what it is. This is what works for everybody. You know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't. I've met people who, you know, they were told working out and everything is going to help with your depression and all that. And it did for a little bit, but you still saw them, like they were still working out, but they were still dealing with depression and anxiety in their life. So again, it's all just, it's like a case by case thing. You know what I mean? Lord, I'd offer more insight if I wasn't driving home. You shouldn't be typing if you're driving home, man. What do you do? Oh my goodness. On to the next topic. Either way, I want to close that one off. Oh, Hamilfit. Awesome. The hooligans are here. You can always private message me. That goes for everyone. I will help anyone who needs it. Bam. You heard him, folks. And he's a fucking top character. Like, even in life, like, I can't even fucking go into it. Goodness, great. Like, anyway, I just want to close this topic on, again, if you're one of those folks that you go and seek talking to a counselor or a therapist, whatever, or even if you're thinking about doing that, but you're feeling like you don't want to feel embarrassed or whatever, don't feel like that. There are tons of successful people in life that are still going to counseling or they're going to a therapist or whatever. There's nothing wrong with going to seek outside help if you need it. If anything, I encourage that. For just, if you need to go talk to somebody, go and talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Don't go through like all this shit in your head by yourself. You know what I mean? It never works out for people. You get later in life and you're still going through the same shit you were going through when you were in your 20s and everything. And you don't know why, in a way. Just get help when you need help. There's nothing wrong with it. So bam, mucho love if you're going through anything. Anyway, Loyalist City Photos. Tips on creating an effect brand. An effect? Effective? I don't know. Tips on creating an effect brand, especially on social media. Well, if it's an effect brand, like visual effects and everything, make sure you are consistent with your posts so people can see your work. Make sure you have a YouTube page so people can see like full video samples of your work. Also, make your page a business page so you can put ads on Instagram so people are scrolling through and your effects come up. Instagram offers that now. It's fucking, if you want to do something and build something through social media, all the tools are there for you. But also an effective brand, it's the same thing. You have to be consistent. Like if somebody comments or whatever, make sure you're showing activity. Make sure you're interacting with people, because people, like a brand or a company that interacts with like its customers or its supporters or whatever it is, whatever this adventure is, you know what I mean? That looks good, especially if it's positive interactions. You know what I mean? You're not like telling people to fuck themselves or whatever have you. But yeah, definitely if it's on Instagram, make sure you have your page as a business page. Make sure you're able to run the ads and everything. Excuse-moi. Oh, Hamilfet. Look up The Rock on YouTube. His story is inspiring. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Smoothie's killing me now. Yeah, I actually heard a little bit about like the rough patch that he was going through. And man, as a kid, The Rock was my favorite wrestler. So like that definitely spoke with me. Again, Hamilfet. Interaction gains respect. Yes. Especially, like I said, as long, if it's positive, you know what I mean? Again, business page, run ads if you can. You got to make sure it's appropriate, though. You can't swear in your ads and stuff like that. Instagram doesn't like that. They will not run those ads. What else? Definitely word of mouth. If you're like, through these interactions and through the positive relationships that you'll either have in life or that you'll build through the brand, those people are going to kind of help build what you're trying to accomplish as well. Make sure, like, you know, if those people are like reposting your stuff, or those people are like sharing with people around you, like, oh yeah, like go check this movie out, or, you know, go check this guy out if you need anything done, or, you know, go check this lady out. She runs paint parties or whatever it is. word of mouth is a very, very big thing, especially for, you know, building up a brand and being like an entrepreneur or something or anything along those lines. Having people around you that are going to help spread your name and that are going to actually help support your brand as well. It's just, yeah. And I don't mean financially support. I mean, like they fuck with your company or whatever. Unless it is that financial thing, then like that's what your goal is, then that's good. You like it'd be kind of shitty if everyone's like, yeah, I like your burgers, but I'm not gonna eat them. I don't want to pay for them. You know what I mean? Like that would kind of suck. But you folks know what I'm saying. So yeah, positive interactions. Make sure you are interacting with like your supporters or people who are stopping by your page. Make sure you're running a business account, so you're, you know, running ads and everything, and make sure you have people around you that are gonna like support and help kind of spread the name of your business or the brand that you're trying to build. Also, if you want, you can get stickers made. You can go old fashioned with it. Sticker bombs. You know what I'm saying? Just put them on the back of bus seats, whatever. Make sure your social media is on that. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it said, or even if it's a QR code, you know, scan that or whatever. It's just, yeah. There's so many different ways that you can get your name out there nowadays. So hopefully, if anybody out there takes those tips, it works for you. I don't want to see anybody fail. Hamilton. Don't forget to get your new Hooligan Squad merchandise, good folks. This has been a public service announcement from Hamilfet. You goddamn right. And since he reminded me, redbubble.com/people/JuvyThaKid. New merch site. Ladies, you want leggings, you want skirts, you want, oh goodness, it's all there. People in general, you want clocks? Go get a clock. Go get an acrylic block. Apparently you can use that as a bookend, or it can just sit on your shelf and look decorative. I don't know. I've never had one, but you can buy them. So, bam. There's just tons more merch options. Links are in la descripción. Bam. That was the topics for today. I think that was a good episode. Bueno episode. I don't like taking breaks from the channel, but I feel like this last one did me well. Mucho motivated. Got all the new merch done. Just fucking, I love it. I just love being able to do this. I really do. So, thank you to Vagtus_ and Loyalist City Photos for your topics. Thank you for Hamilfet and Lloyd from Canada for tuning in and chatting her up with me. Mucho love to you folks. Goodness gracious. What's going on for the channel this week before we get out of here? Me and the lady are going to see Deadpool, so we're going to do that on Friday. I'll get a review out. It's a long weekend, so I don't know what's going to happen for Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, there'll either be, I'll either get a video done ahead of time and it'll drop on Sunday, but there will be no, like, live streams or anything like that. It's my lady's birthday, so spending time with her. And also, I'm going to have all three of me munchkins here because my youngest is coming over. So, yeah. Sunday, there will be no videos unless I have one pre-recorded, and then it'll drop for you folks. Maybe we'll do an Oculus one. Yeah, if you're into the VR stuff, again, play in the playlist tab, check out the VR vids. Did Rampage VR, did fucking Dead and Buried, like zombie cowboy shooting. There's a bunch in there. So yeah. Oh, you know, I don't know. Maybe we'll drop the Pennywise, the alternate routes. We'll see. We'll see. See what the hooligans say. Maybe I'll put a poll out. Lloyd from Canada, all love, broski. Appreciate that, man. Hamilfet, happy birthday to her. Thank you, mucho much, brother. Appreciate that. So yeah, I don't know. Always content coming out, good folks. You know that. Gonna get on out of here now. Yeah. It's been a great episode. Fucking, feeling good. Again, folks, I want to touch again on this topic real quick. If you feel like you're going through something, you need to talk to a counselor or you need to reach out to somebody, please do. Don't let things build up and get out of control, and don't feel like you have no other options in life. I know it's so fucking cliche to say, but I promise you, you're not the only one who is going through something. You're not the only one who has certain thoughts in their head or certain emotions going on. I promise you, there's so many people in this world that, like, mental health illness has affected so many people in the world. I promise you, you are not alone. So yeah, just please, if you feel like you need help, go seek help. Talk to somebody close to you. Go seek a counselor out. You can message me on Instagram or Twitter. I don't care. Just don't feel like you have no option and you let things build up. Reach out to anybody that you can. Okay? There's no shame in it. Don't be afraid to. I promise you. It'll make your life better. Okay? So bam, mucho love. Mwah, mwah, mwah for your beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. Hamel fat. This is a perfect outlet for it. Post your topics and let's talk. There we go. You heard the man. Okay. Mucho love, hooligans. This has been Life Lessons with Juvy. I've been your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. Same name is on here, so you can't get it confused. And again, other than giving me your beautiful time, if you want to help support the channel in any other way, links are in the description. Take a little adventure. Take a little gander, if you will. So yeah, well, itching my mustache. Give me a second. All my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos, for the love of everybody, keep being weird. Awkward outro, hitting the buttons.